Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Lounging with Leonie. I am your host Leonie, and today I have a very special guest, a seasoned professional. He is a content creator, a host for SBS Australia, an actor, media extraordinaire, martial artist, the list goes on, and he's interviewed some of the biggest K-pop stars in the world, including what is now the biggest group in the world, BTS. Please welcome to the lounge, Andy Trieu.
Yay! What's up, everybody? Thank you so much, Leonie, for having me today.
Thank you for coming on my little podcast when you have literally interviewed some of the biggest stars in the world.
Oh, well, it's an absolute honour.
Oh,
Love your setup and your vibe.
Oh,
Looking forward to chatting.
So much. I have much to learn from you. First things first, though.
Yes.
Who's your BTS bias?
My BTS bias is Yoongi.
Oh, really?
BTS Sugar.
Yes.
It started off with RM, actually.
Yeah.
Namjoon, because when I first met them, I spoke to Namjoon a lot.
Oh, of
because
course.
he spoke a lot of English and he just took a lot of initiative.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just spoke heaps throughout the time that we spent together. And yeah, I found a good connection with him. And then as I started watching back a lot of my material, I did realize that more of my spirit animal was J-Hope.
Oh, yeah.
My hobby.
Yeah.
And he was just like crazy, chaotic at the time and all these things that I didn't really understand. But I was like, that is really how I feel in life.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I like him. And he was my bias for ages. But just in recent times, just going through all their content, watching a lot of their documentaries, you know, Sugar's really my vibe. You know, like I like to chill with a glass of wine and just hang. And he's so career driven. I love that.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just very focused on what he has to do, like work-wise, his music, producing.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Love
he
it.
always feels like there's more to him. And I love that.
I feel like there's a dark soul inside him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah, it's mysterious and awesome. But, you know, I like them all. They all have amazing aspects. But, yeah, Yoongi, who's yours?
My bias is Jimin. It started off with Jungkook because I felt like he was always like kind of front and center of all like their music videos, the vocals and everything. And then it was V because I was like, damn, this guy is really good looking.
I was like, I wonder why.
Yeah. And then Sugar was also, for the longest time, my bias because I just felt like he had this really cool, chill vibe, energy. Like, he doesn't draw attention to himself.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this guy's like mysterious, kind of. But then I saw Jimin dance, and I was like, all right, him. He's the one.
Yeah.
But I feel like it kind of rotates a lot.
Me too. I think I might be phasing out of my Sugar phase and moving into my Jimin phase.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, yeah, I've been really listening. Look, you know, his voice is just so sharp and it's
Once
nice.
you Jimin in, you can't Jimin
Jimin
out.
out.
That is the saying.
Yeah, I love that. And, you know, I like the Chibi character a lot.
Oh, yeah, Chimmy. Oh, my God.
It's just a really cute character. I was at a BT21 store and I was looking at all the Shooky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's nothing that really resonates with me. Like, I love you and all, but
You mean the characters?
yeah. So moving more into that Jimin phase right now.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, he could do a lot of acrobatics,
Yes.
martial arts
yes.
type of stuff. Like he did this aerial flip. And
Yeah,
all that.
I saw that. That's why I love watching him dance. It's just like when he breaks out like that contemporary kind of ballet movement, it's like, wow,
Right?
this guy knows how to do it.
Yeah. He's true K-pop star.
Yeah. So you interviewed them in, was it 2015?
2015 it was.
Yeah. Was that like the start of your career or like K-pop, like when you moved into the K-pop space?
2014 early,
Yeah.
or like the start of 2014 was when I started at SBS Pop Asia, and they throw you in the deep end
Yeah.
really quickly. You know, there was a live show, there was a TV show, there was, you know, inbuilt audience already, and Jamaica Dela Cruz was the host then, and I had to host alongside her, which was an absolute honor. But, you know, I started interviewing artists straight off the bat.
Wow, how was that?
You know, over radio, over phone. Yeah, it was a learning curve at the start. But I went to acting training before, and I kind of just incorporated my acting training into my presenting. Not saying that's the right thing to do, because I was pretty cringe on some of the segments because I didn't know. No one taught me. I was just like, overdoing it and just
Right.
trying to find my own way.
Yeah.
I think it was only until like 2016 where I got better. which
So
was
after you
yeah.
interviewed.
Not saying I'm good now, but anyway.
I'm sure you're better from back then.
I'm more who I am
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I got into it, and I started interviewing a bunch of artists. The first artist that I'd met was BAP, and then it just went on that year. And so by the time we hit 2015, we had done heaps.
Yeah.
And when BTS came around, it's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Well, actually, at the time, we were all hyped for Big Bang, which was coming only a couple of months after. So we were completely prepped for that, and BTS...
Yeah, they weren't
came.
as famous back then.
Yeah.
Like, did you know that you will be interviewing like what would now be like such a big global group?
No one knew. But you know what? I got an inkling
That they would
studying them.
Yeah.
My first piece of study was listening to RM stuff, like Namjoon's.
Yeah.
And he did some stuff with Warren G and all that. And I was like, man, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Like, he's really, really good.
He's a good lyricist too.
Oh,
Oh, my
man.
gosh. And IQ, so smart.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, and you watch their music videos like back then, and we were like, yeah, these guys are top notch and have a lot of potential. So I'm not surprised at all that they've hit the top.
Yeah. How was that experience for you when you were actually interviewing them though? Like, what was the vibe you got from them?
Oh, it was great. I mean, they are so respectful and great vibes, and I lent on Namjoon a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, because, a lot was happening all the time.
Yeah.
With all the other guys. And just because there was a dialogue constantly happening with me and Namjoon, he just helped me through it. He'd be like,
That's
don't
so
worry
good.
about him.
Yeah.
Don't worry about J-Hope. Don't worry about V. He's tired. All this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We ended up getting them what they wanted in terms of food. Like, they wanted like KFC,
Oh.
pizzas. They had this really long list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we got them Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah.
We set up like a table tennis thing with a couple of tables pushed together. Gave them like a really nice green room and to chill.
That's so good.
But anyway, the vibes was really awesome.
Yeah.
And they were just lovely.
Yeah. So did you meet up with them beforehand, or was it just like get on the stage and just start interviewing? Or
How I like to do it,
Yeah.
if there's time, you always try to meet them beforehand
Yeah.
just to build some chemistry and get a bit of a vibe. And that's what happened with BTS. I got to just sit and chill, hang, talk, and then talk through what we're doing. But the thing was, we weren't just doing one interview, right? We hung out, and then after that, we did this impromptu interview on this grass area. We did that, which is turned into a meme. Because of
I see it on TikTok.
Oh my God, it turned into like an absolute meme. And then after that, we hung out some more, and then we were shifted into this massive studio setup where we had a live audience, and we had to like do all these segments. And then after that, we would hang out some more, and then we'll shift into a radio studio, and we did that. And then we had all this stuff that we really wanted to milk from the boys at the time, just to really promote our show.
Yeah.
And then obviously then they went to Melbourne, I went too. So that was really cool.
So you said RM was your bias then because you connected so well with him. When you were interviewing them, was there any other member that stood out, or like any?
Yeah, they all kind of stood out. Like, for example, Taehyung, like, he was doing weird stuff I just didn't understand at the time.
Like the elephant.
Like, no, yeah, well, that, yeah, I mean, that was cute.
Yeah,
like,
that
the
was
elephant
cute.
thing. But like when I was interviewing them on the grass, like, he was making noises and stuff. Yeah, he was just like, like, he'd be doing that, and then like, because you're trying to focus on many things at the same time, I didn't really catch why he was doing those things. So I'd turn to Namjoon and I was like, what's happening? And then he would be like, just don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, cool. Also Jin was cool. Like I noticed there was like he had like a real innocent vibe, nice, chill vibe. And they made me rate them.
Oh yes, I like who your favorite was and
Yeah.
stuff.
I was just like, oh wow. I was warned from my executive producer at the time, Maddie Fryer, wonderful person, that you shouldn't upset the fandoms. And like one way you will do that is if you rate them.
if you choose your favorite.
Yeah.
What was your impression of Jimin?
Oh yeah. Like we started to connect more when we went into this radio studio, and he kept saying my name like I don't know if it was trolling or he was just like Andy, and I was like he was like Andy. I was like hey Andy, hey. So yeah, he had like really bright red hair at the time, and he sat in like where I host the show and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he was really nice, and we, would like high five all the time.
I mean, I guess there was like that language barrier, but you had a translator with you, right?
Yeah, we did. But with interviews like that, when you hang out with K-pop stars, by then I'd done a few. You're always trying to build chemistry through, body language or any English that they know.
Yeah.
And we're trying to build that.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I did with BTS. Yeah.
Nice.
So Andy's hands actually touched the BTS.
Yes, and I'll wipe my germs on your lounge.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, BTS is pretty much.
What's the saying? The third,
like third degree of separation.
Oh yeah, I can't believe that. They've touched a lot of things that I own, and I've given them stuff. But it's crazy to think now that they are like hugely successful, which they completely deserve. That these things mean a lot now.
I know.
Like a drink bottle or like something, a cup. It's crazy.
Who would have known? Who would have known? Like you would have been, you were just there bonding over like these 7 guys, and now look at them. Is it hard to interview like a group of people as opposed to like a smaller group? How do you
good
approach
question. Well, a lot of these interviews are quite organised.
Yeah.
Some aren't, like though. Actually. And when you ask a question to a larger group, sometimes they know who's going to answer and all that. And you always believe in the edit. Everything's going to come together in the edit.
In post-production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends.
Yeah. Because I can imagine it'll be quite chaotic when you have like 7 other people like talking above each other, doing their own thing. Yeah. And then you don't know who to focus on.
If you don't rein them in, or if you lose control, that's a lesson. Like you shouldn't lose control.
Yeah.
But then you can get in trouble for reining artists in. Flashback 2017 with GOT7. This was like live on stage. I was like hosting their fan meet. Director from JYP, he's like, you need to rein in the boys. You need to just stick to the script. And he kept saying like, Jackson's going to go off script. You need to rein him in. And you need to rein everybody in. I was like, okay, I'll just do my job.
Yeah.
And when they would go on a tangent and go crazy, I would rein them in. I'm like, all right, guys, next question. We're going to play the game. And then I went home that night, and then my Twitter blew up. I was like, oh my God, my Twitter is blowing up. I'm going viral.
Yeah.
And when I opened it up, there was just like so much like trolling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't like that you
They did not. Fans did not like that. They're like, you should let them speak. They're here to I don't know.
Well, you can't win them all.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. I mean, is that a hard job, like having to rein them in? Like, how do you approach that? Is it just like, all right, guys, focus?
I guess you gotta like just be present and feel the moment, and you just do it. I mean, because I kind of think of the whole program,
right?
In like a movie in a way. You know, there's a bit of intro, you get to the middle, and there's a climax. You finish. Yeah, you just gotta keep to it. But yeah, case by case.
What has been the best interview you've done with a K-pop artist?
Oh, I've had a few.
Yeah.
It's really hard to nail it. I mean, BTS is definitely up there now, only
Yeah.
because I'm constantly reminded of it.
Does that annoy you?
No, not at all. Because back in the day, when I watched it, I cringed to myself at me. But nowadays, I'm just so grateful that I was there, and yeah, I can't believe I was there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that interview. But I've been fortunate enough to meet some of the people I really admire in the industry, such as EXO, Zion T. I don't know, have you heard of Zion
I've
T?
not
Oh my
heard of
God.
them.
Zion T is one guy.
Okay.
He's an acoustic artist that I
Ooh.
love. J Park.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome to chat to J Park because he's been through it all, and just to see and talk to him raw, that was really, really cool. Epic High. I mean, talk about losing control. Epic High.
Yeah.
I had no control. Absolutely. They are so well bonded and done so many media interviews and stuff. They've got their characters down packed and they know how to bounce off each other. That's a hard interview.
Oh, is it?
No, it's such a fun interview.
Fun,
It's
yeah.
so amazing. But yeah, reining them in, no, you can't do that. Yeah.
So would you prefer it to be more like authentic like that, like just letting them kind of go at their own pace, or?
Yeah. I mean, but you have to be in control.
Yeah.
You have to have some elements of control. But yeah, you ask the right questions for them to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just draw it in.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
I think that's important.
Has there been a moment where you've been completely like starstruck?
Yes, I have. I mean, like when I was interviewing, do you know Simu Liu?
Yes.
From Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
As in, I had a time led up to that. Like I'd met him and hung out with him, but he has such a aura.
Yeah.
Like this, strong. He's got a confidence and an aura.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, mate, in this room, you are the alpha.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
He takes the lead.
Oh yeah. That's how it completely felt, like the whole interview.
Yeah.
But he was just really nice and he's super smart as well. So that was really cool. We did an interview on top of Sydney Harbour Bridge,
Oh.
which was really cool. We
amazing.
tried foods and he was just so what do you call it? Oh, sorry, mind blank. He was so what do you call it?
Open, accommodating.
Accommodating, and he gave so much of his time, which was awesome.
That's good. I mean, you would think like a lot of these stars wouldn't have that much time just to like blow. Like their schedules are usually like so tight, I would imagine.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Simu Liu sounds like a really nice guy.
He is. He's really cool. And
Is he single?
Oh.
At the time, I don't think I should be saying this. Maybe I'll leave it. Yeah.
Oh, you just can't even say.
Well, I know the answer, but
Okay.
actually it might have changed. So
Okay.
I don't know. You should ask him.
Get him on my show. I think I would like literally die. I don't think I would be starstruck. Speaking of Shang-Chi, you were a stunt performer for that?
Yeah, I'll say special action performer.
Oh.
Like basically just helping out with the martial arts. There was Jackie Chan stunt team there and amazing performers from Australia already, and we were kind of brought in just to fill in the gaps. So,
How long have you been doing martial arts for?
I started when I was around 7-ish, but it was only when I was like 18, 19 where I kind of started competing and stuff that I felt
Right.
like I made more change
Yeah.
and got better.
Has like the martial arts path and your acting path kind of like, did they kind of complement each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when I started around 2008 and 9, because they kind of categorize you. And I wanted just to be like the martial arts, kung fu performer, actor guy. And I wanted to brand myself like that.
Right.
And that's most of the jobs I got were in that era.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did a show called Kitchen Whiz.
What's Kitchen Whiz?
Oh, okay. Well,
don't-
sorry.
I've
I
never
said
heard
it
of
like
it.
you should know it.
Kitchen Whiz.
No, you should know.
Let's have a
Oh,
look.
they're googling it. Kitchen Whiz. Oh my god, I can't believe
It's
it's
like
not even around.
it's like an
Go
appliance.
Kitchen Whiz, Kitchen Ninja.
Kitchen Whiz, Kitchen Ninja.
So that's the character I play, and that is I. That is me.
Oh.
See, it's on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How long ago was this?
This was from 2010. We shot the pilot for Channel 9,
Yeah.
and we ended up. So they don't tell you when a show gets cancelled, right?
They don't.
And then we ended up shooting 475 episodes, and we did 7 seasons.
Wait, how many?
475 episodes.
Wow.
And it was on daytime TV, 4 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
And so I kind of combined my kung fu and
Amazing.
yeah.
But does that like kind of pigeonhole you into like what's that word in your typecast?
Typecast. I mean, I didn't mind back then.
Yeah.
But now there's not that many jobs that go around that
Yeah.
require that, unless you're a stunt dude kind of thing.
Mm.
So yeah, and plus, the Australian industry is not huge.
No.
I guess you have to go to America and all that. And then after that, I just fell into presenting.
Yeah. So was this always kind of your dream to like be be in media, be, an actor,
My dream
be in
is
front of the camera?
oh yeah,
And talk about
to be in
yourself.
front of the camera. Yeah, I'm living my dream right now. This is my dream. Yeah, it was I wanted to be in front of camera. Because I was just like a noisy kid.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of my childhood dream was to be like an action performer, and I was
okay.
inspired by Jackie Chan films and all
Yeah.
that. So, but this whole presenting thing is definitely something I fell into. But I still really enjoy it because I'm in front of camera and meeting really cool people. Yeah.
Nice. I have a question, a personal one, because I'm trying to develop my confidence in front of the camera. What would your advice be to gain that confidence?
Well,
Like, does acting help?
yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? If I didn't have some acting training prior to my presenting, yeah, like it helps a lot because it trains you to come out of your shell and create a bit of a persona, a character, and it puts you into different situations, like dramatic. It turns on your emotional engine, so crying, being angry, and once you're completely warm and it teaches you warm-ups, before
Yeah.
you go on and present, and it also teaches you like neutral positions before you take on a character.
What's a neutral position?
Oh, just like like basically being in a neutral position is like focusing. It's basically like meditation,
right.
taking in, like being nothing before you take in a character. It really leads you into a scene. And when you're doing interviews, I feel like it's a scene. Like, yeah. So a lot of acting exercises really go hand in hand with presenting.
I mean, it's pretty interesting considering like it's the Australian media landscape. You said yourself, like it's not that big. So what is it like working in the media in the Australian industry?
It's amazing when you get into a network, and I've been fortunate enough to work for several networks like Channel 9, Foxtel as well, and SBS for the longest time. Yeah, because you're nurtured and you get a feel for all kinds of different segments. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a great opportunity and highly recommended. Yeah, as a way to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen, because I know like SBS is it's more like multicultural. Have you seen a shift in the Australian media landscape towards more Asian-centric content? Or do you think it's still kind of white?
It's definitely changed a lot. I know the head of News and Current Affairs at SBS, Mandy Wicks, she's now, broadcasting Chinese news and all that, and that's going on SBS. That's a massive change. But SBS for the longest time have broadcasted many languages on radio, And with the digital space now, that's really hot, right? And that's
Yeah.
where people are consuming their content, and they're understanding that's where the clicks are. And, you know, if you go with the trends, multicultural content's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you do so much. Like what is the one thing that you enjoy doing the most out of all the things that you do?
At the moment, it's, you know, really connecting with people and doing a really good interview and having them, you know, on a platform that you enjoy
Yeah.
that you help create.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome and rewarding.
So what are you working on at the moment?
I am currently, you know, just still trying to engage in the Asian pop community.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to continue to serve that community and create some good content. And I'm working on, you know, getting a grant to really push that forward. And it would be awesome just to make great viral content for the K-pop community and get a big artist again.
For sure. Well, I mean, you've already got some of the biggest artists in your bag already.
Yeah. So still doing interviews. We've got about 18 in the bag. But it would be awesome to go full circle and get BTS back on.
Oh my God.
And then that would be awesome.
Oh my God. Can you please just like touch them again on my behalf?
That would be a complete full circle. That would be
Yeah.
awesome to get BTS back on.
Yeah. The ASMR segment of my
Okay.
podcast. Here I have.
This is awesome.
I went to the Asian grocery store and I was like, what snacks should I get for tonight's
That's not
podcast?
a snack. That's a pillow.
I saw this and I'm like, what the heck is that? And-
Maybe you designed for you when you go to bed. You put your head on it and then,
And then you-
take some.
And if
Eat.
you're hungry, just eat it. For people that chew in their sleep.
I don't really. It's called. Luckily, there is like a label here in English.
Oh my God, I'm going to read the sugar content or the salt content. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yam chip.
Where's
Chip.
it made from?
I think yam.
Wheat flour, vegetable oil, yam, powder, blah, salt, spices, all kinds of stuff.
All the healthy.
That's
healthy
cool.
stuff.
It looks expensive.
I think it was like $5 or something.
Oh,
but it's yeah. And then I also have a Korean snack just because Korean BTS.
I have a question for Andy.
Yes.
Do you ever get to a point where you get stuck and have doubts when you're doing, presenting or hosting?
What do you mean, like a
Like imposter syndrome.
Oh.
Did it get deep?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I had that pretty much throughout my whole career, but I think what's kind of helped is, I just worked through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely, I was wondering if people would find out. But as you do more segments, then you believe that, hey, I think I am a presenter now. Or,
Yeah. For sure.
But I just power through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, once you have that list of all the like A-list celebrities you've interviewed, it's hard not to like look back at that and think, hey, I did that.
Yeah. Actually, for a while, I think it was earlier on in my career, when our show was pretty much all K-pop. It was Asian pop, right? But most of our audience just wanted K-pop. I just went through this phase where I was kind of like, what is a Vietnamese guy like leading a K-pop show? Is this right? Like, I don't know why I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Maybe because, people kind of expected me to be Korean and represent K-pop and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, should I be here?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I went through that phase. But I was like, yeah, I do. I belong here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I
mean,
represent. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Asian.
Yeah.
Asians are awesome.
Totally.
And have you been exposed to other, Asian music aside from Korean K-pop?
Yeah, I've interviewed artists from around the world, especially like J-pop, V-pop. Like Kari Pami Pamyu, and we did a whole Japanese tour where we interviewed artists from like Sony, Johnny's, Avex and stuff.
Yeah.
Vietnam, got a chance to interview like their top artists. Thailand, we had Thai artists. Yeah, Chinese, of course.
Yeah.
Tons of Chinese artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is V-pop like?
Awesome now.
Yeah.
It's so good because, they model off K-pop. And, a lot of the K-pop industry, there is some over there, they're developing it. And, Vietnam evolves so quickly, right? Everything.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
the music is no different.
Yeah. What's a good V-pop artist to get into?
MTP is huge there. He's like the G-Dragon there.
Okay.
MTP. Yeah, Sontung MTP. He's literally the biggest artist. He's also collaborated with Snoop Dogg.
Wow.
The Prince of V-pop. Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
Yeah. Huge. He's so big. And, in Vietnam, people really watch digital content. And so his music videos have hundreds of millions of views. Like, I've been keeping up to date with like Universal Vietnam and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like really awesome acoustic singers, like Ed Sheeran. Like Vietnamese people are talented, you know? There's 85 million people over there. Oh, they're bound to be good.
Yeah. What do you think makes K-pop so much more like globally dominant than all the other Asian music industries?
Well, I think they've got a bit of a head start. I mean, they started early 90s, right? And they've been able to polish their industry and create these amazingly talented artists. So, yeah.
Do you see all the other countries kind of like modeling their success or what they hope their success to be after K-pop?
Yeah. They've started,
Yeah.
they've started like years ago, and a lot of artists that have come out of China are a lot more polished. Even Vietnam now, there are polished acts. But also K-pop is now invested in all that, so they make, like the Chinese subgroups and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got any reference for any Chinese pop?
Yeah, well, like Lay, who was from EXO, is over there just blowing up. Like Jackson Wang is huge over there. Sorry, but more C-pop stuff is like Lu, Tao. Sorry, they're all like ex-K-pop people. Jay Chou is
Oh,
huge.
yeah, Jay Chou. I haven't heard from him in a while. Of that guy.
Yeah,
I think he lives in Sydney, doesn't he?
Jay Chou.
Yeah, I think he's having an
His
apartment
partner's like half or something. I don't know if he lives here. But yeah.
Yeah, and I'm seeing I think I saw like Big Hit is holding auditions in Sydney in the coming month or something.
Yeah, right.
So
You going to audition?
I mean, if only I could sing and dance.
Yeah, me too.
Can do not.
It's never too late.
I mean, I think it is if you're looking at the
Look.
they start young, don't they?
They do.
Well, there's nothing wrong with O-pop.
Maybe
Old
we
pop.
need like a niche for like old new K-pop groups.
I mean, it seemed like YG was covering that a little bit, just more authentic, any age kind of people.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we see more of that.
Yeah, like Psy's an awesome artist.
Yeah, true,
Right?
true.
You just gotta create your character.
Well, he did a collab with Sugar.
Yeah, he did a collab with Sugar.
Yeah.
Riding off BTS success as well.
Oh, what a smart guy.
That was so smart.
So good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
Okay.
get cracking into this.
Okay. After you.
Okay. How do you open this?
Sit on it.
It's huge. Surely there's like a
tear.
somewhere,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise,
Or maybe just tear down, yeah.
oh gosh.
Why don't you just both smash into it
Okay.
and pop it?
Let's do that. It's not working. The louder I scream, still nothing's happening.
Pop it.
Oh my god. If you pop it, it's gonna just like fly everywhere.
I know.
It's quite entertaining seeing Andy struggle
Come
with
on.
his pillow.
You're like,
Just sleep
what
on it.
kind
Just
of
sleep on
martial
it.
arts
Yeah, use
are
your
you?
martial art skills.
Oh my god. This is literally rocket science.
Do you want me to get a pair of scissors?
That is why this is
Probably.
$5. 'Cause no
Alright,
one
just
can
wait,
open
just
this.
wait.
It's this damn squirrel. It's like looking at us like, you
You didn't open us.
All right.
That's funny.
We'll start off with this one then. Okarto. It is a Korean snack. It is cream and cheese flavor.
Okay.
Scissors.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So I'll just open it now.
There you go.
Here we go. Opening a snack. Oh, wait.
All the
There's another
snacks.
packet inside.
Oh,
Hell.
there's like several packets.
Oh, should we just keep one?
Yeah, okay. I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Congratulations. Yeah, won a pack of
Foodie.
free chips.
Foodie.
It's called Foodie.
What country is it from?
From China?
Was that a guess?
I mean, it doesn't... I mean, I can read a bit of Japanese, and I can't read that.
So that's not Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm opening it. All right. We're eating some squirrels.
Okay. Ooh, yum.
All right. Oh, good crunch. Whoa. Interesting first flavor.
It's very crushed up. Is it supposed to be crushed up?
There was a lot of air in there.
What does it taste like?
What does it taste like? There's like a chivy kind of
Yeah.
flavor in there.
Very savory.
Yeah,
MSG?
probably.
Malt.
I thought you
Wait.
said mold.
Malt. What am I feeling? Hang on.
Close your eyes and describe.
It's just salty.
Sweet, candy, very flossy, chivy.
What would you rate it out of 5?
I would have it again.
You would?
Yeah. I don't think I'd buy it, but if someone was like, here, have some, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good snack, but the fact that it's in pieces, that's a deal breaker for me.
You don't like that it's in pieces?
Yeah.
If they were
It's
bigger?
just so messy, yeah. Oh, it's got like chickeny flavour now.
It's changing. It's
It
evolving.
evolves.
What's your go-to food, Andy?
2-minute noodles.
It tastes like chicken noodles,
Oh, yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. 2-minute noodles. I love 2-minute noodles, but I'm not allowed to have
What-
too much.
What type of 2-minute noodles?
Like shimramyeon?
Oh,
Yeah.
the best.
So good.
Standard. Like,
Do you add it with stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Egg?
Bok choy, egg. Sometimes I don't put the egg because it kind of like dilutes it too much.
mm,
But I've been cooking it like a dry version lately.
a dry version.
Yeah, so you put the packet into the bowl and put hot water. Sorry, no, not hot water. Like oil,
Uh-huh.
like sizzled oil and a bit of oyster sauce and all kinds of stuff. Chili powder and
I'm
Oh,
craving for
Wait,
noodles
wait,
now.
wait, wait, wait.
garlic.
So you don't put it into boiling water?
No, I cook the noodles separately and then I put it in and I stir it kind of like a miggery. It's only because I went viral on TikTok.
Is
Check it out.
TikTok your favorite social platform?
No, I think my favorite is probably YouTube. Yeah. It's more
Why?
like quality content.
Quality.
Yeah. No, sorry. TikTok's got great content. It's just like, you can't just like leave it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you'll be hearing the
The
same,
same thing.
TikTok.
You
yeah.
have to like actually actively scroll.
Right?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I would say YouTube as well. Good crunch.
Thank you.
Okarto. Try an
Ooh.
Okarto.
What is it?
It is cream and cheese flavor, and it's made out of potatoes. Oh,
That's an epic crunch.
Oh. Damn, this is good.
whoa!
Can you pretend to do some martial arts while you're crunching it?
That was
so
excellent.
good.
All right.
Again.
I'll break your bone. Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Now
Can you-
he's got new talent. Sound effects. please.
Can you teach me a martial arts move? What's the most basic one?
That's a punch. Wah! One thing I used to do in kitchen was, I played a ninja. I used to do these moves like a pose. I'd be like this. Wah! Or like, wah! Wah! You know,
Oh.
like just to look cool. Not
Yeah.
like they did anything. I'd be like, wah! You know, like, but literally, it does nothing.
Oh, really?
I'm just doing that for the sound effect, and I'm like, "Ooh." Yeah. So I'm like, "Whoa."
It looks cool.
Yeah, that was the point of
Yeah.
it. It's not like it's like all show, no go.
I mean,
All right, your turn, Leonie.
Go,
What?
Leonie.
Ready? Pretend
What?
to do a crunch.
oh, crunch. Crunch and then what?
I'll punch yourself in the face and crunch it.
That was actually pretty good.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, break your fingers.
Oh,
Guys, I'm having not. This is all. It is enough.
oh no, not RJ!
Sorry, RJ.
Have you listened to the new BTS song?
I have.
What do you think?
I like it. It's my kind of song.
Mm-hmm.
I've always like resonated with more of their slower songs, like
Yeah,
Life Goes On, Spring Day, all that jazz.
so sentimental.
Yeah,
I love it.
deep.
Well, that's why I love BTS. They have such a huge discography of like whatever mood you're in, there's a song for you.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen next with them going to the military and stuff?
Well, after watching their new music video and listening to their song, it sounds like they're getting ready to go to the army and like ending this chapter and saying we'll be back with more.
Yet to come.
After 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not really 2 years anymore, is it?
It's like 18 months or something, isn't it?
Or
A
less.
year and a half. Is it less?
Or even for them, it could be even.
True.
Well, I don't know.
Because they are BTS.
But I think BTS and their team are like super respectful about the whole, about that, and I think they'll just make the right decision, do what's right.
They've always said that it's their duty to go if they'll go. So,
Yeah.
which is good.
Are they going individually or?
I would assume they go all together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
I think. But J Hope, he's doing Lollapalooza. He's doing a solo Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Which is like huge.
I know.
Like,
That place is just going to be full of armies.
it's so true. Yeah, he's doing the first festival as a solo artist.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, such good news and
So-
amazing.
I can't stop eating this.
I'm guessing you like this one better than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just bigger. I think I like the taste of that better.
But you like that this is like easier to
Yeah.
hold. It's got
Yeah.
a better crunch as well.
He's better. Oh, yeah.
Well-
Oh, yeah. That was a good crunch.
Thank you. Where can people find you on social media,
Oh.
Andy?
Well, please find me at Andy Trieu, Trieu, show, SHOW, Andy Trieu Show. You
Woo!
can check that out, or you can just find me on my personal one, Andy Trieu. Up to you.
Yeah, you're an easy man to find on
Yeah.
the socials.
Easy to reach,
Yeah.
pretty chill.
Well, thank you for joining me on the lounge.
Thank you.
I will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.